Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this free recap video I'm going to cover the symbol that I'm getting asked the most questions about right now, and that is crude. And I completely understand why crude's on traders' radar, because you see the kind of day that we're having right now as this market is heading higher, taking out even Friday's high. Now, there's a few things we can do. One is we get a feel for where crude is launching off of. Today's low is 71.14. And that in and of itself is not really going to tell me a lot until I go ahead and look at what the potential upside could be. Now, in the most general way, I'm going to be looking for anywhere from about $1.40 in price movement to about, actually at the moment, about $2.05. Now, what does that mean? When I say I'm expecting price movement in that vicinity? This is the 68% probability for price movement based upon the high, based upon expectations that I have that crude could continue to head up higher, based upon a number that historically it's able to cover, ground that it's able to consistently cover. These are called price movement ranges, or PMRs. And this is a key part of what we do in the room. We use this kind of proprietary data to understand where a market's capable of going. So in the most general sense, to say that this market could go to about $73 is not out of the question. Tack on it really even above 73, call it 73.20. Now that would be at the upper end of price movement. But what if we just get kind of a mundane Monday type move where we move something a little bit more closer to the $1.40. Where could prices go? They'd end up at approximately 72.54. Now, each day has a price movement range. Each day has a specific number of points it's capable of moving. Let me show you what I mean. So this is the data that we use, and you'll see on a Monday, it's about $1.50 to $1.80. Average to high is $1.50 to $1.80. Now, these numbers that I've given you are numbers that you can use throughout the week. On any day, that would be a really good exhaustive move. But specific to Monday, we'd be at about 72.64 on the average, and approximately almost 72.94 on the high. So if you think today is volatile, what I would typically say is think again. Because quite frankly, what this market's capable of doing, we're nowhere near, and we're probably somewhere hovering closer to about $1.25 in movement. In fact, $1.25 would land us at approximately 72.39. Today's high, by the way, is 72.39. That's how spooky accurate this data is. But $1.25 is really not what I'm looking for that exhaustive move. What do I mean by exhaustive? In other words, if we move $1.25, there's still more upside for this market, anywhere from, as you can see, another 25 to at least perhaps another 55 cents. So it's not really exhaustive, but it is the first spot in terms of historical price movement range that the market could stop. Now, what could you do with that information? To the upside, this has been a great move, another $1.25 to the upside from long positions that have already been built back on this day right here. In fact, we were buying crude actually on this pullback right here, this particular day, right there, the 14th actually. So follow through on this has been terrific. Now, the next level that we're looking for is going to be predicated on some sort of correction. And that's what I mean. How do I use this data? So imagine taking the high for the day, whatever that may be. So instead of looking at the low, you start thinking about the high and projecting some sort of downside support. And that's where this data comes right back into play, specific to the day, and you recalculate what a potential projected low could be. That's how accurate we can get on these corrections. We put together a few other tools like the grab candles and the wave, and what we're able to do with a high degree of confidence and accuracy is determine what an acceptable pullback buy would be. Instead of looking at where the high could be, then we would turn that on its head and think about the low. And that is how we're going to be getting into crude oil the next time around. Same strategy that we used back here. Can't wait to do it again and get long into a market that I think could be closer to 90 by year's end, maybe even above. I'll see you in the next update.